The worst and maybe the most damaging part about dealing with narcissists is not the part where they have to bring you down in order to feel good about themselves. It's the other part where they have to save you. They have to be your hero after they told you you were the worst person ever. They blame you for everything. They made you question your reality. They threw you off the balance. Then they do the grand gestures of bringing you flowers, giving you compliments, buying gifts, or something else where they appear that they're going to be rescuing you. And the reason why this is so bad is that then you may think, oh, they're doing this because they really love me. All of this is just because they love me and they can't show it otherwise. And it doesn't also help that this is enforced by so many movies where there's all those grand gestures made and person feels really pressure. Come on, you're being unreasonable and you need to get back with this person after some big blowout, and then they live happily ever after. But in reality, this is what trauma bond is all about. It's the positive reinforcement after the abuse that keep these relationships going, and thinking that this is just how love is and relationships are hard and every relationships have problems and ups and downs and it's just kind of how it is. And then after they saved you from the problem that they started, they orchestrated, that if there wouldn't be for them, you wouldn't have that problem, then you feel like you own them something. Then you start protecting them. You start to justify and rationalize what they're doing there. I actually never really understood this well, but this is exactly why people will get defensive. Let's say you have a friend and you have witnessed how their partner treated them, and you try to talk to them about that at some point, and they get really defensive with you and they try to attack you because they were trying to protect their abuser, because they feel like they own them something after they've done the saving and rescuing of them. And what it really means is that the person is deeply stuck in a trauma bond cycle. This is what makes these relationships really, really addictive. And this is where logic and reasoning don't really work. And this is where all the damaging effects of gaslighting over the time can intensify the trauma bond, and because the person loses the sense of themselves and they're just stuck in the cycle and waiting for the next reinforcement. So when narcissists are all of a sudden nice to you, they're buying you gifts and fancy dinners, they're being very generous, that's because they want something from you. Also, this is not something that's exclusive to just relationships. This happens at work. How many narcissistic bosses will yell at you and then afterwards try to compliment you or even promote you? And then after they rewarded you, you feel like you're so indebted to them that you have to stay there. Meanwhile, you're probably doing all the work and they're benefiting from it and giving you these little breadcrumbs and appearing to be hero and getting awarded for that. Let me know what you think about the hero complex. Where did you see this? The other examples of trauma bonding that you may be experiencing. And if you like this content, please hit like, share, subscribe. I'll see you soon with more content.